Hi, welcome to Esther's Grave. To a channel where we discuss everything about bread making, bread business in general. And today, I'm bringing you a very interesting series called where we'll be talking to several entrepreneurs and getting to understand how they started their business, the challenges they face in this business, and so on. So it's going to be an interesting one. So I'd like you to stay back to the end of this video. So I'm sure you pick one or two things, especially for my subscribers who have been asking that they don't know they don't know how to start. What business should they go into? They don't even know the documents that are required or the whole challenges facing the bread business today. So that's why I took my time to make this video so that at least I can enlighten you and make you understand the real details about the bread business. So today, joining me today is a special guest. He is the CEO of Muad Foods and Muad Dynamics. And also, he is the public relations officer of the Abuja Master Bakers. His name is Mr. Musa Mura, and I'll be asking him several questions about how he started his business, how the business is going, what advice he has for new people who want to come into the industry. In short, it's going to be an interesting one. Please just stay with me to the end of this video. And make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Welcome to my channel. The privilege to have you on my channel today. And a lot of my subscribers have been leaving me comments and telling me they want a real life business guru who is in bread business to tell them about all it takes about starting the business and how they can grow their business for those who are already in business. Then I would like to ask you, how did you start Muad Dynamic? Like, how did the business come about? Is it that when you finished school or when you didn't know what to do, there was no job coming, you know, when Nigeria is, there was no job, and then you decided to say, you know what, let me go into business. And how is business going so far? How were you able to raise capital and all that?
Good afternoon, all. My one side of story is, let me start when I was a graduate of electrical electronics engineering, Federal University of Virginia, 2086. When I was doing my IT back then, 6 months, I asked myself that after graduation, what else? If there's no job. So I happen to be born in a family where breadwinner is our major. That's when the idea came up that, okay, let me start by buying and selling raw materials. Since I'm in school, so even if I'm not around, it's a matter of transactions. So that's why I started my business. 400 level. I was buying the raw materials, supplying to bakeries, borders, over. In school, at my 500 level, I was already a millionaire. So I was not collecting money from my parents. I was rather the one sending money out to them. So that's how I started. So that is what I came up with the name Adana English, home of excellent baking and packaging. With that, I started to collaborate with some companies. Despite that I don't have much capital, my uncle gave me a loan of about 2 million from where I started up. After 1 year, I paid it off. Small, and I'm standing on my two legs.
Oh, wow. So how long have you been in this business now? When did you start?
Yeah, I think it just for more than 10 years. And the truth is that when you're truthful in your business, you see a lot of success in it. In my own story, it's not like there's no job for me. I was given offer by Nigerian law school. I rejected it. I was given offer by Nigerian Atomic Energy Commission under President because my purpose was to grow my business. That was lies I'm saying at the end of 20 of my business. I was turning money 2 million with the extent it jumped to 50 million. So there's no way I can pass that working as a receiving salary of that. 100,000, 200,000. Uh, I work with we have a school called Olympic in Guatemala. I was the admin officer. I set up the school there. We train people there. When I was the admin officer, I have an offer about all US with assets. Some sponsor to US to US weeks, and it was like a kind of scholarship. We paid us off. Also, that will help me boost my business into reality.
Okay, so in other words, Cameron, what you're telling us is that for someone to go into business now, first and foremost, you must have passion.
You must have
Because from what you just said, it means that you had passion, it was your passion that made you decline every other offer that you had.
Yes.
And then you said no, you were going to go into business and not take a paid employment job. So first and foremost, passion is key. You must have passion. Okay. So next question I'm going to be asking is for those who want to start, right? You know how bread bakery business is capital intensive. We all know it's capital intensive. What advice do you have for those who are just leaving school? They are leaving school and they don't even have any capital. They don't even have family members. Like we were lucky to have a family member who actually gave you funds, who loaned you money. Was it loan? Was they loaned you or they just offered maybe to you?
It's a loan.
Okay, it was a loan. So most people don't have that opportunity. And then if you look at banks of today, so many banks are not even giving loans to people who are just starting, unless you've been in a business for a long time and they've seen your proven record, right? So like, what advice do you have for those who do not even have any budget to give them? Is bread business a business they can venture into when they don't even have any capital at all? Like the equipment are very capital intensive. What's your advice?
What type of advice coming out of especially NYC is that a lot of programs are going on across the country, free registration of CAC. I think that is the first step of any business you are going into. First and foremost, try to have your CAC. By the time you have your CAC, if you are in Abuja here, have a training school in Guatemala, this is free of charge, in collaboration with Honor. They can train you on how to produce that bread. After training on how to produce that bread, I think they link you with the association. That's what we call contract manufacturing. If you have experience of manufacturing industry across the global, you must not have a company before you go into manufacturing. You can have a contract manufacturer, somebody that owns a bakery can do a contract manufacturing for you, produce for you, put your name, and you sell and pay.
But you have to pay. Don't you have to pay the
You have to pay, but the capital investment allowance is not much. At least when you have agreement with somebody, it's a little money you can start that. And it's allowed by NAFTA. They will register you, give you NAFTA number, produce for you.
It's called what? Contract manufacturing. Okay, so in other words, what Mr. Mura is trying to say is that if you're just finishing school, yes, you don't have capital to start this business. You can go to CAC. There's free registration.
There's free registration if you go to AE, Abuja Enterprise Agency.
Okay.
Usually across the state, there's called what they call one-stop shops for business area where you see CAC, NAFTA, trademark. They subsidize the fee at the time to do free registration for everybody, especially couples that are coming back.
Oh wow. Okay, so not only in Abuja.
Not only Abuja.
Nationwide.
Nationwide.
Nationwide. Okay. They should just walk into CAT and ask for
one-stop shop.
One-stop shop. Okay. So by the time you get to that one-stop shop, it's an office.
It's an office where you have combination of NAFTA, trademark, CAC. A lot of agencies, federal level, CBN, some in other states, they are under commerce.
Okay.
So you locate your commerce office. Abuja here is located at Jahi in Abuja Enterprise Agency.
Okay. Okay, so this information now is not just for only those who want to go into the bread business. It's for any kind of business you want to go to that requires registration. You walk into CAT and ask for one-stop shop and make your inquiries there, right? So my next question is, about the bread business itself, right? Now, do you advise, does location really matter when you want to set up a bread business? Do I have to set up a bread business in a place that has so much traffic? Or I could just choose a location that doesn't have much traffic, but I'm able to take out my brand out to business? What's your advice?
Yeah, in terms of location, bread business matters a lot. But you can find out in Abuja, especially we like Abuja, for you to locate your factory in the central area, to capital investment is very high. But if you have a good marketing strategies, you can locate your bakery at anywhere. The taste of your bread, you sell it to yourself. You can take, you can produce your bread from Abuja and bring it to the city and supply it to the supermarkets. They didn't stop you from marketing your product. You can see now most of Abuja bread are being supplied to Lokoja, to Benbe, to Jos, to Makodi, to even Bauchi, because we produce high quality bread compared to other things.
So, in other words, what he's saying is that location doesn't really matter. It does not matter as long as you get your marketing strategy right.
Right.
That's the most important thing. So what about structure? Like, what structure should every bakery have? Like, what makes it in place? What kind of structure?
Like they have standard NAFDAC. Normally NAFDAC requires a vehicle. First and foremost, what they will check if they visit your bakery for inspection is the clock room. That is their first contact. Clock room is where staff come in, change their uniform, uh, and their shoe, because you don't expect you to wear your normal shoe to the production area. So that is where you have your visiting box, your head cap, your mask cap, you get your apron, that's when you change the clothes. From there you have a wash and hand base where you sanitize your hand, use hand dryer to dry it up. Anybody in charge of stove would want to take open the stove, have a clock or grab a raw material stove. The raw material stove, you need to have a plastic pallet. You don't have gram because of the ant and insects. So you have a plastic pallet around where you arrange your raw materials first in, first out. You don't arrange them anyhow. So from there now you move to the production area. The production area, they expected you to have a good flow chart of your setting of machineries in the sense that you have your mixer from your mixing. If you are using milling machine, you have milling machine, then you have a table where you have where you weigh the dough after milling, all that is. Also, another important thing is water treatment. Even if you are using water pot, you must have at least a mini water treatment, has 3 filters and water sterilizer so that it helps you the shelf life of your bread to even last longer apart from using preservative. So after the production, the scaling and panning it into the pan, after proofing, you go to baking. After baking, then you move to what we call a cooling station. In the cooling station, you are not allowed to use fan. If you don't use have good weather, when you make this, after the cooling area, then that's where you do the packaging. In the packaging sections, the liners has to be covered, or they have their own, where you also have a UV light. The essence of the UV light is that the liner are coming out from a printed company, and some chemicals are used process of that print. So you are not allowed to just pick the bread and that. So the light will help kill the germs before packaging it. And even the workers at the packaging section, they are not allowed to package the bread. They usually use a hand glue where they just package the bread and seal it. From there, you go into the finished product area. So it's a flow chart that is very work away. So that is the essence of the map that when you visit your factory, they will advise you, okay, we are supposed to arrange like this, arrange, so that you get a good flow of charts so that accident will not occur at the time.
Okay. Okay. So the structure Mr. Nura is talking about now is that you first have the clock room.
Have your clock
Your clock room then next you're going to have your store, raw material store, which you arrange your raw materials in a manner where it is first in, first out, right? So what first in, first out means is the raw materials you buy in first should be the first ones you should use. While the ones that come later, you're not going to use them immediately. It's after you have exhausted the ones which you bought earlier before you start using the ones that you bought recently. Then after the clocking, after the store, next we'll have the production area. Now the production area, according to Mr. Muad, that there is a workflow in the production area or according to NAFDAC certification standard. So NAFDAC is the one that is giving the specification, not Mr. Muad. He's only voicing out what is required. That in the production room, you're going to have a structure, a manner of which you arrange your material, your machines, your production flow chart in the production area. Then from the production area, you're going to have the baking area as well. From the baking area to the packaging area. Now in the packaging area, he said that's where you have the UV lights. For the packaging materials, that's your bread wraps and all that. Now the essence of the UV light is to kill if there are germs because of the material, the production, the packaging material, of course, is being made with chemicals and all that. So I'm sure there might be germs that have transferred into some of those packaging materials. So that's what the UV light is used for, to kill those germs. Then those who are in charge of packaging are not allowed to package with their bare hands. They must wear gloves when they want to package. So that's basically the structure that you need. And then we also talk about your water filtration system. You must have a water filtration. So you're not using ordinary water. You, according to NAFDAC specification, you must have a good water filtration system in place. Okay, Mr. Nora. Thank you. So next I'm not going to talk about employee staff and bakery staff employees. How can one manage these employees to avoid things like theft and in short, maybe like employee welfare as well? Because I believe that if your employees are well taken care of, the possibility of theft will be very minimal. I'm not saying that theft will be eradicated completely. It can be eradicated completely, but at least it will be very minimal if your staffs are well taken care of. So, Mr. Mara, what advice do you have for bakery owners and those who are intending to go into bakery? How do they manage the staff? Is it advisable to, because the truth of the matter is that you cannot provide 100% of their needs. You can't buy 100% of their needs. They will definitely have needs and all that. But what's your advice in managing the staff strength? How do you manage them that they will be satisfied enough that they won't want to take from you? Because that's a major problem in not just only bread bakery business, in so many business, and most entrepreneurs, this is one of the challenges that they face.
Yes, especially we in the bakery industry, we can beat our chest and say that after federal government, the highest employer of me, and we have been paying over minimum wage. Employers you see in the bakery salary more than 50,000. So before the federal government increase their minimum wage to 75,000. And most of the bakeries especially have three types of bakery. We have micro, we have small, we have large. From the small to large, most of the bakeries they start have a lunch.
Have lunch.
Have lunch in their product.
Which one, in the small bakery or
in the small and large?
Large.
Yes, so you have a lunch, and most of them are registered in hospital in case of health issue and all that. So some of the bakeries, as they grow up, they even have staff loss. Where they maintain staff. So most of the staff, your salary comes once. Then you don't need to save it before at the end of the month. You are usually wanting to buy food.
You don't have anything left.
So I will do a lot of training
for the staff.
Do a lot of training for the staff and a lot of for them. As even some are going back or even go back with bread to show their family. So a lot of things are there, and a lot of incentives are there
for the
staff. Even some of the staff are encouraged to bring in their relatives to be marketers. so that we can work on.
And it's not encourage collaboration, like
encourage a collaboration with the workers, bring in your person, will buy a vehicle for him or a motorcycle so that he can pay it off. We can buy a car now, maybe 3 million naira. We say, okay, this is the agreement. We bought a car 3 million naira. You are glad in charge of supplying bread to same market. So if you supply it to same market, within a period of maybe 2 years, you pay that 3 million naira, and the car belongs to you.
okay, so that's what the driver now. In this situation that the driver you're talking about,
Yeah.
the person who goes to deliver bread. So does it mean that you're not paying the driver any salary? You're not be paying him.
You don't be paying him, it's based on percentage. Because we believe that when you're paying somebody a salary, you will not invest energy. But the higher you sell, the more money you have, the more money you make. So I even own a vehicle.
Okay, and own the vehicle.
I own the
so
vehicle.
that way you're even more careful. You maintain the vehicle.
You maintain the
because you know at the end of the day you're the one
You
taking
are
the
taking care of the vehicle. So when you pay that vehicle, I will say, okay, you need another vehicle. You bring your younger brother, you are going to open another location. So we can give you a lot of those packages for market and that.
Okay, so first things first, according to Mr. Nura, is your staff welfare is very important. So, what about those who work inside the factory, the bakery? Are they on salary or commission as well?
Some are on salary, but some are on commission.
Okay, so example of those who are on salary.
You can see maybe cleaners.
Okay.
Cleaners that has to clean with the environment. But major staff that has to do with the production.
Like the mixer,
the baker, most of them are percentage too.
Oh, wow.
The higher the production, the higher the salary they have. So you have not turned everybody into the system as a marketer.
Okay.
Because even if you go to the area, they also market. It's when they produce more, they have more money. So when there's no production, you're not paying anybody.
Okay, I get.
So we don't like the idea of we are giving them maybe salary 70,000. Some of them will just come to us, some will be sleeping, some of them will
so give you excuse, I can't come today. Maybe at the end of the day you're paying salary.
So it's based on your production.
So it's based on commission.
Based on commission.
Okay. So it's based on so they produce the mixer and the baker. Will be based on
commission. Even the second makers, the packagers, everybody.
Oh, even the packagers. Be on commission as well.
Commission, yes.
Okay, so those who are paying salary are only the cleaners.
Cleaners and those that work within the environment, that cleaners and the toilet
and all
that is.
The pan cleaner, those who clean pans and all that.
Yes, those are the ones who pay on.
Every other person is on commission.
Commission.
Which is I like that. Which is a good idea.
It helps you to keep your business alive.
Yes,
because as you are growing as the owner of the factory, even your workers are growing.
Yes.
You started your factory maybe with 10 bags. You are producing 20 bags. No of the staff come and tell you must increase our salary. Today we will not work. They already know.
It's already man.
As you are moving 10 to 20 to 30, their salary
is also increasing.
So they calculate their salary before you even pay.
Yes.
So they are working as a family, as a team together to grow the business.
Mm-hmm. Which makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Okay. So talking about distribution now. Let's go into distribution. I'm a new bakery, I just started. I don't have customer base. I don't have my customer base. Now, what's your advice for me? How do I approach these retailers, these store owners, for them to start taking my product? How do I meet them? Is it me am I the one that will have to meet them, or my marketer that will have to go and do the marketing themselves? But where do I start from? To start to get customers.
After production, you have to sell.
Of course.
That is where the magic started. That is another challenge on this one. Let me just give you a scenario of myself. I don't believe the idea of just giving a distribution to go and sell. I'll go out myself in the same vehicle. I will, if we are approaching a shop, and I notice the shop have enough bread, and we need to supply that bread, and the shop is not trying to take the bread. The next day, maybe I'll put on a face mask, put a cap. I'll just come to the shop. I'll tell the driver to stop maybe 2 minutes to the shop. And immediately I enter, the driver will come to the bread. Okay, this is our new bread. It's trying to advertise the bread to the owner of the shop.
The owner of the shop.
The shop.
No, guys, this is life lessons.
So the owner of the shop, no, okay, some people are supplying us bread. You can't take your bread now. Come back tomorrow. Me as the owner of the bakery, I'm inside the shop watching him. I will tell them, okay, okay, this is new bread now. I beg, give me 5 of this bread. I need it. I will buy the bread. I will buy my own bread myself.
Nice.
Then you can see that the owner of the shop says,
this bread is moving.
It's moving now.
Okay.
So you say, okay, okay, drop 10. I've already bought 5. So I will buy the bread. You still go back, work on it, or put the bread inside the car, drive another shop.
And do the same thing.
I'm not selling my bread myself. So I already have
wisdom.
I already have the idea. So the driver will not come and tell me, I went to that shop, they didn't buy bread. That's one aspect of supermarket trust. The another aspect of it is that go and have agreement with God. There's no way I'm the owner of a bakery and my son or my nephew or my brother, or I will look at all my family members, who among them their child is going to modern school. I have to go to that modern school. My son is in this school. And we are producing bread, and you are giving them bread. We must supply what we move outside.
So that's another way.
So there's no way you are fighting with a bank. They are keeping your bakery money. They are not buying the bread. You have agreement with manager. Okay, is it every month they are bringing 20 euros or 500 euros?
That way you're building your customer base already.
And mostly during December, and there are a lot of churches doing camp. You don't buy bread. Then you want to turn and go to camp. You want to have bread. So like a good market, and that's the way you have a good relationship with them. They buy bread thousands, just like a wine. So you can have agreement with supplying that bread. So if you have about federal government colleges or GSS or in school, they collect bread in thousands. That easily supply them and take it away. And also you can have a big shop. What I mean by bakery shop is that you look at very populated area. You can go there in shop to just be selling your bread. Mostly when people are closing from offices by 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock, traffic is along the road. And in case some boys hold the bread at that time, buy hot bread, and you can easily sell it at that time. And you give the boys percentage. So that was also a market traffic.
Okay, so wow, Sarah just give us life lessons here. So you see, you are a bread, you just started your business. It's not okay for you to just sit down and not push your brand. You have to push your brand by yourself. So you heard when he said he goes to the supermarket the first time he's introducing his bread to the market, he's going there by himself as the CEO of the business. Going there, not just sending only his boys or his delivery people. You go there, market your bread. Thank you, Mr. Mura, for this advice. Go and Mr. Mura, a lot of people are saying his bread business really profitable. See how cost of raw material is skyrocketing every day. So and there are a lot of them are facing this challenge of how to even calculate the cost of production is so high that it is eating deep into the profit of the business. So what's your advice for them? Like how do they maneuver this big monster that is in front of them? Like how do they get it cheaper and be able to sell in a level that will make profit in bread business?
Yeah, that profit in bread business. That is why we keep almost everything big now. What would advise people who are in training? Don't know how to calculate your
Cost of production.
You are not big. And a lot of things Then you can't use it in bread production. You can't be using sweetener to the coffee. You can't be using bromate and that is we are past that level. So they are cost of production. Bread business, before you start the production, you already know the cost. Because bread business is a computer. What you think is what you think. So you already know okay, in one part you are having so lots of bread. So you have to know before you put your bread. And before you open a bakery, you have to be a market survey. You know the size of bread you are doing. If somebody is selling his bread at maybe 900 grams, then you want to start and compete with them. Come back open at 900 grams. So maybe open at 800 grams. Because no one is one, then sell no one is one. People will rush your money. So you can't just start production without doing your costing. Costing is very important. Costing is not about only the raw materials you buy. Even the building you rent, even if you put your cost of renting there, even the machine you bought, even of the people you pay. So there's a lot about cost. It's not just about your only the raw materials. You have expenses of delivery, oil, labor, and all that stuff. So that's why we attend we about training people that income come first. You pay my and all that. So we have a free studios.
Okay, so if they're going to come to you now for this training, where exactly are they coming to?
Yeah, they can come to our office in Atla Shares of Five. We have
That's if you are in Abuja. For those of you who are in Abuja and you like to attend this training, you come to Hatla Plaza
yes,
at Zone 5 and ask for Abuja Master Bakers, right?
Yes.
Abuja Master Bakers. Just come in and make your inquiries and take it up.
Not even only any state, you can call us, can direct you to our sisters company. We have baking schools in Port Harcourt, Lagos, Kano, Kaduna, Abuja, where it's free training. All in collaboration with the administration of those to give back to the society.
Okay, then phone number at which they can reach the Abuja Master Bakers. So I'll put the phone number on the screen so they'll be able to call and make inquiries.
Yes, they can use my number.
Your phone number. Okay, so I'll be putting Mr. Nora's phone number on the screen so you can call him when you have any inquiry concerning the Abuja Master Bakers. Thank you so much, Mr. Nora. Thank you for this time. We are grateful. I'm sure my viewers are so excited for this. Thank you. So I hope you have learned one or two things from today's episode. Subsequently, I'll be bringing more entrepreneurs and more business people that will be interviewing and getting to learn about their whole business strategy and how they started and all that. So, but please, if you have watched this video to this time, and the only way you can say thank you to me is by liking, subscribing, commenting, please, and also sharing this video so that other people too can learn as well. Thank you for watching Esther's Grave. See you in my next video.